Good evening. Make sure my volume's up. Welcome. Thank all the new subscribers and helping me get my watch hours up. To let you know, people, I had four heart attacks, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, and back problems. I'm on a fixed income. I'm single. And I live on a budget around $900. Since today is 28th, today's Tuesday. My house payment came out today on the 28th. And I don't know if it's on you news stations. Trump and his people's getting sued by Kentucky and probably 12 or 13 other states because of the food stamps. He's not to blame. It's those Democrats in the Senate. You know, the Republicans and Democrats in the House came up with all kinds of good stuff. And that went to the Senate. Senate is being pig-headed. So, what we gonna do? They said as of November the 1st, there'd be no food stamps. You all can thank the Democrats in Washington, D.C. But I also read today that the USDA got over $8 billion in reserves, and they use it for food stamps in the past. I guess you call it reserves. You people, you know how to research it. Like I said, I'm 70 plus years old. And, you know, if I had a computer, I could look up, I could be on YouTube on my computer, then I could use my cell phone to do the research. But I'm on my cell phone, I can't use my new laptop I got in February. But I want to thank you all that has helped me and the new subscribers. And I'm trying my best to bring you the truth. If I'm wrong, I will admit when I'm wrong. I've done it in the past. And, like, let's see, you see my sensor there. Walgreens or CVS, whatever you want to call them, got them on back order. My order been in since, I forget what day last week. They had to contact my doctor, which they done that today, or Friday, or whenever it was. The doctor's not in there on Fridays. So, they okayed it. And they don't have any in stock. You know, this sensor, I guess it's Freestyle, I guess you call it, or something like it. It's a 14 days system. But, people, what are we going to do? What we going to do is November 1st, we're not getting our food stamps. Thanks to the Democrats. I know you all Democrats. I'm a registered Democrat, but I don't like what they're doing. I do not like what they're doing. I don't have enough money to buy $200 worth of food. Either that, or I can let my house payment go and not pay that, where I can buy the food. I'm just letting you know, what are we going to do? You know, since I don't have my chickens anymore, thanks to the raccoons, is I can't get my fresh eggs. But if ever, hello Pebble, hello Leonard Slack. Welcome everybody. Hello Charlene Kramer G2W. Hi. Welcome. Hello Vincent from Miami. How can I get a laugh? You know, I'm 70 plus years old, people, with medical. I know it's almost Halloween. I think it's Friday. Oh, okay. I guess I have to get my mask out. I have to go in the living room and look on the table. And man, I've been sore. Thank you, my friend. Sometimes I sound like I'm a hillbilly, you know, from the South. When I used to drive a 18-wheeler over 30 years ago, they said, you sound like a hillbilly, you're from the South. People, I was born in Indiana. I was adopted. I was what they consider. I keep my hair short, you know. Back when I was in school, this back in the 50s and 60s, I was classified, I guess, as a hippie. Had my hair down to my butt. Had the band on my head. Charlie? Well, let's do it this way. CHARLEIGH Kramer. Charlie. Okay, that'd be good. And I went in the living room a while ago to put me some more Pepsi Zero in my glass. I look outside on the porch, which I might do a video on my porch to show you the cage, the heat lamp that I use at night. And during the day, I use one of those other lamps that got like an LED light in it. That helped keep it warm. I kind of use my heat lamp at night. And I looked out a while ago. I got a big dog cage with some straw and a blanket or carpet or something like that in it for the outside cats. Excuse me. Snowball was in there. Snowball is white and black. More white and black. His baby brother, Captain, you know, he looks like Midnight, black and white. You know, Midnight. Just like his grandpa. And I love kitty cats. I've been watching videos about animals today. But yesterday, I brought my ladder, you know, I got it sitting like this. Got it up, had my bucket of water up there with soap, and start cleaning my ceiling fan off. Took the light bulbs off, took the glass covers off, soak them in soapy water, clean them all up, get it all cleaned up for wintertime. It's not wintertime yet. But people, if you live here, I think Saturday night, before you go to bed here in the United States, if you part of it, we turn our clock back 1 hour Saturday night. That means I have to set my microwave. Then I would have to set my clock on my vehicle. I don't think I have to set my time on the smart kitchen stove. I don't know about that. But before I came up here, I was watching The Umbrella Guy and Megan Fox. I like watching Tug and Megan Fox, the writer. There's 2 Megan Foxes. I expect Justin Garrett, he's probably live. I didn't see anything about him before I came live. Went and picked up some newspapers of Clark County, Scott County, and Washington County. Washington County is Salem, Indiana, which is northwest of me. And I like, first time for Washington County I got last Tuesday. That's a whole lot of reading. And let you know, I don't know if it's in Clark County. It's not in Scott County. Let me find out. It's not that one. Maybe it's in Clark County. What did I do with that one? Now here's another one. Let's see. It was in one of these papers. If you all know where, hello 709, just fine. If you all know anything about Clark County, Jeffersonville, Indiana is right there at the Louisville, Kentucky state line. And this Popo, Smokey the Bear, whatever you want to call him, he was a rookie. He got caught, let's see, maybe it was in, I don't know which paper it's in. He got caught for drunk driving. And he's right now, this cop is on administrative leave without pay. Since he's a probation officer, and whatever his DUI charge case would be, remember, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. And well, it's not in Scott County. Trick or treat. That'd be Friday. People, tell your kids if you go out trick or treating Friday, is tell them not to eat any of the candy. Because, that way your parents can check it out. Back when I was going out trick-or-treating, you didn't have to worry about the candy or people putting drugs in it or stuff like that. So, and also, the ambulance service that Clark County has is, who is that? Heartland EMS people, which Heartland, I think, covers some other states. Heartland Ambulance Service has donated to the Charlestown Police Department what they call AED. You know, is what external defibrillators gave them to the Charlestown Police Department. So, I think maybe it was 16. I'm trying to remember. How many police officers Charlestown got? I think it's 16. 15 or 16. It might be more. It could be less. I don't know. I don't live there anymore. I just got my post office box there. And that's good. Because where I live in the northern part of Clark County, closer to Scottsburg, with my medical problems and other people that lives around me, it takes 20 to 30 minutes to get here for an ambulance. You know, if you got heart problems, the best thing for you to drive people, you live in my area or wherever you live, you know about how long it'll take the ambulance to get to you. If it's possible, drive them to the hospital with care. No running stoplights, this and that. Or you can call your local police department or your state police department, describe your car and your license plate, the color of it. Tell them you're driving somebody to the hospital that's having heart attack problem. You know, but if you have to go to the hospital, it's emergency, make sure you stop at every stoplight, every stop sign. Don't run through it. Be safe. I don't want anybody to die. And 709, I watched a show, I think it was yesterday. Another show from Canada. I think they call it the Liquidators. They go, I think, all over Canada, buy things, sell things like that. I think it's the Liquidators, I think. I think it was in Canada, because they were talking about Ontario and other parts where they go. And that was pretty nice. I got to see more of Canada. And it was nice. I got my temperature sitting on the 68, 69. I think it's 69. It's hot in here, people. I think the indoor temperature is about 73. It's hot in here. I might have to open this window up. And, 'cause I can't sleep when it's hot. I can't breathe when it's hot. You know, in 709, I looked at a video of Sherry's daughter, Angel. I made a comment on her YouTube channel. I think it's Ashley. And, is your mom okay? I said, we here on my YouTube channel. I mentioned my YouTube channel. I said, I haven't heard from her for maybe a week or so. I sent her a text on her phone. Is she okay? Everybody, just to find out about Sherry, one of my moderators. Let you know, Sherry's been sick. That last time I talked to her, she's been sick. That's why I need a computer. That way I can go back and look on my cell phone. I can't do because I might get disconnected. I'm not that smart on computers and cell phones. But thanks to your younger generations that helped me understand about computers and cell phones. Like I said, your younger people is very smart. I want to thank you for helping me understand computers, what the problem is, how to fix it, step by step, and personal emails, which I haven't gave them out to anybody. And I want to thank you all. I appreciate it. But I do miss my computer. But when you're on a fixed income, people, you can't just go out and spend $500, $600, or $1,000 on a new computer. I just don't have it. I got too many bills. I'm still waiting on StreamYard to give me over $200 back. Plus the overdraft that I got charged when they took it out when I canceled it about 3 months ago. I got the screenshot showing I canceled it 3 months ago. And I still ain't got my money back. They said I got this one email. I only got 2 emails. The one that I use on here and another one that is a private email. I don't use it. But the one they said it's mine, I've never had an email like it. You can't get those idiots at StreamYard. I've done told them the other times. But they sing, they don't care. I guess I have to turn StreamYard into the BBB. But I wish I could find, it was on a TV news station. That's how come I can't find it. It just came to me. Thank you, Lord. I was going bananas trying to go through 3 different county newspapers, but it was on a news station. See, I hate getting old. You forget things where you see it at or heard it at, this or that. But it was on one of the TV stations. It was either on WLKY TV in Louisville, Kentucky, or WDRB. I'm thinking it was on WLKY is what I'm thinking. And but I want your younger generation. You are smart people. You got a whole lot of people on your YouTube channel. I want you to help us older people, because one day your younger generation is going to be my age, or Kansas Cop Watch, you be his age. And I want you to do whatever you can do it legal. No fighting, no intimidation, or like that. You do it peaceful. If you write letters to your congressman or your senators, do it peaceful. Don't threaten anybody. Or if you send emails to President Trump, don't threaten anybody. Because that's be called terrorized threatening and get you in jail. And I don't want anybody to go to jail for taking care of us old people. Because one day you all be old, just like Charlie. She'll be old. But she look like she's kind of a young lady. I'm going to make, Charlie, I'm going to make you feel good. I'm going to say probably late 20s. I hope I made you feel good. And, but you younger people, you're smart. And I'm on low income like a whole lot of people. You might know, ladies, it's on WIC, W-I-C-K. They get vouchers. I forget how many vouchers you get. It's been so long since my babies was babies. They're all adults now. They're all over 20. And them vouchers help out buying their babies, baby food, baby formula, and all this. I don't know if WIC changed everything, since all my kids is growing. I got a few great-grandkids that might be babies. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, they're not 18. Some of them's not 18 yet. I said probably 5 to 17 years old, I would say, my great-grandkids. I want to give a shout out to everybody in Russia, India, UK, Australia, Canada. You people in Canada is pretty smart. I can take my money that I get every month, and if I live in Canada, I would be rich. I'd be rich. Thanks to 709 saying $70 a USA, and I forget how much money it was in Canada. I'd be rich. I can take what I get, and if I want to move to Canada, it'd probably be close to $5,000, I would think. I don't know what the conversion is. I guess I could look it up, but I can't do it on my cell phone. That's what I hate, people. Got a brand new computer that I can't use. And you know the stories. If you watch my past videos, I talk about it. And Amazon is laying off over 50,000 people. They forget about the little people. It's your managers, CEOs, and stuff like that getting paid $200,000 or $300,000 a year. They the ones that need to be cut, not your employees. That's my opinion. The big wheels don't need to make over $200,000 a year for sitting on the rear end. Just like those people in Washington, D.C. You've seen it on the news. You can research it. The congressman and senator, their salaries is about $175,000 a year. But when they file the taxes, people, you looking at over $1 million a year. What does that tell you younger people? Are they taking bribes? Are they taking kickbacks? Or what? They don't go there. They go there to make money. No matter your people in every 50 states, they're not listening to you and me. If they did, they wouldn't do the bull crap that they're doing in D.C. right now. Some of us, probably 75% of it, it might be higher. We live on a budget. We know how much our bill is going to be every month. It's just like those people in Washington, D.C. They know what what money's going out? Why can't they live on a budget? Back when I was little, back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, we lived on a budget. Those people in D.C. and Congress and Senate lived on a budget. Now, you can't live on a budget. They want to spend money. They want to spend money. They want to spend money. You know, like, look at those air traffic controllers. They're part of the government. I wouldn't want to fly during this shutdown, because they might get mad. You know, they might get mad. I know if I was a veteran and not getting paid, I wouldn't fight for this country. That's my opinion. You people on YouTube got family and friends. It's veterans and in the armed forces. But, you know, we got house payments to make. We got car payments. We got bills we have to pay. And those people in the service, they got bills they have to pay. Are the landlords or the banks going to say, sorry, you miss a payment? You know. And if you got anything in federal court, those judges and federal prosecutors, it's government. They get paid by us. That means they're not going to get paid. If any of you all might have federal cases going, your trial or your lawsuits might get put off. You know, just think about it. I'm worried. I don't know what I'm going to do for food. I don't get my food stamps on the 1st. I get them days later. But what are us going to do? Us senior citizens, it's on low income. What we going to do from food? You know, that's my questions for your younger people. Maybe your younger people maybe got grandpas or family that gets food stamps. What are they going to do? You know, I think our government's trying to kill us one by one. That's my opinion. But there's over 10 states, I'm thinking maybe 15. Kentucky just filed their lawsuit, I think today or yesterday, against Trump because of no food stamps. Trump ain't behind it, people. Quit putting the blame on Trump. That's those idiot Democrats in the Senate. Don't blame Trump. He has nothing to do with the pay stuff. It's your people in Congress and the Senate. That's where it is. Quit suing Trump. Trump can't do nothing. When he does something to make an order, the Democrats want to take him to court and says it's unconstitutional. You know, I'm fed up. I am so fed up with those idiots in Washington, D.C. I don't care if they're Democrats or Republicans or independent. I don't give a crap. But I remember at election time to vote them a-holes out. I don't want you all to forget it. You know, even Medicaid, Medicare, all that is the government. How are we going to get our bills paid? How are we going to get our medicine? or blood pressure medicine, diabetes medicine. I want you younger people, think about it. Do your research. You're people young, you smarter than I am. I'm smart on things, and some I'm dumb on. And that's what makes me mad. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to eat as of November the 1st, which is Saturday. What am I going to do for food? You know, if I do get food stamps, I'm going to have to buy some crackers. That means my blood pressure will be up because it got salt on it. I'm going to have to buy more crackers. I got a jar of peanut butter that I got in the ice box. And I don't like it, peanut butter. It's creamy, but it don't taste right. I know the other brands of peanut butter, but this is an off brand. It don't taste like the other peanut butter. And you heard in other videos last week, last week or maybe this week, maybe Monday or today, I don't know, I can't remember, that I gave you all my post office box. I'm going to give it to you again. It's Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. On gift cards, where I can buy my kitty cats. Hello, Justin. How you doing? You been up on Austin's YouTube lately? I was up there the other night. And 709, as you heard the other night, Austin gave us, that's probably a good movie. But people, I want to warn you, I think Friday is trick or treat. Thank you, Justin, for reminding me. Be careful. They be out trick or treating on Friday. I think around here it starts about 6 o'clock. Pay attention, because kids gonna run everywhere, to get their candy. Be safe out there, kiddos. Don't eat none of your candy. Let your father and mother look at that candy. See if it's been tampered with. And I don't want any of your kids in